Hello, ladies and gentlemen. So, there we go. I just got done playing Ju-On the Grudge Haunted House Simulator for the Wii. And this game is notorious for being a bad game. An unplayable game. Look. Here's my verdict and my stance on this game. And yes, I just got this game today. Here's my stance on it, right? In my opinion, once you play the game at first, you be like, how in the fuck do I control the character? How do I control the character? How do I move? How can I even operate this? You will be. But then give it time, and eventually you get the hook of it. Shit, if I could fucking get the hook of it after like 2 minutes of actually trying and not just giving up, after a good like 2-3 minutes, you get the hang of the fucking controls. You will. The only thing that I don't like about this game, honestly, the only thing I really don't like about this game is certain quick time events are delayed. So if you don't know what a quick time event is, okay, so when you're playing a Wii game, a lot of Wii games are all about quick time events. In the game, your remote control, there's an arrow on the screen telling you to go left, telling you to go right, telling you to go up and down. And basically what you have to do with your Wii remote is flick it left, flick it right, flick it up and down. You know, that's for a lot of these Wii games. And in this Wii game, that's the only thing I have an issue with is some of the QuickTime events. Because in some of the QuickTime events, I'm over there. Soon as they pop up, boom, 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 and boom. And they do not, some of them just do not register. They're kind of delayed. So then a few of the missions I had to restart. Heck, I'm on the 3rd mission right now, and there's a quick time event where it's in the 3rd mission after you go through the building or the apartment, whatever. You go through the apartment, you crash through, and then you have to go past the garbage bags, past all that stuff. Then there's another incident where a Kayako, she shows up, you know, and she tries to attack you. You get through those quick time events. There's 2 quick time events where you have to run. And in those quick time events, you either have to flick upwards or have to flick downwards. And in those quick time events, I'm over there flicking up and down my Wii remote, and it will just not register for some odd reason, and then I die, and it's like game over. You know, so I don't know. You know, I'm not gonna sit there until 6 a.m. playing this fucking game trying to beat it. You know, I'll have to get on it tomorrow and see if I can get through the rest of it. Besides that, I wouldn't call this game hard. I wouldn't call this game difficult. I mean, if the quick time events were good and some of them weren't delayed, I would give this game a 7 out of 10. The reason I don't give this game a 7 out of 10 and I give this a 5 out of 10 is because the quick time events, or some of them are super delayed. But I will say the funny thing is, if you pop in a secondary controller, if you get a secondary player, a secondary controller, for like, because it says on the back here it's 2-player. It says on the back of the game it's 2-player. So, the funny thing is, if you actually get a second controller plugged up and whatnot as a 2-player, you can actually trigger a random jump scare. And it's pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty funny. You can actually trigger, like, random jump scares, which I find, like, honestly pretty funny. But, besides that, like, yeah, it's not really a bad game. You people out there, you need to just give games more of a chance. I'm pretty sure if there's other people that have played this and they're like, "Oh, the controls are bad." Then why were you playing it? If the controls are that bad, why didn't you just stop playing it? You know what I mean? So, it's almost kind of in the way like how people are saying that the Godzilla game controls, which are a totally different game, but a lot of people are saying that the Godzilla game, the controls are kind of bad, in that game. It's the same situation. Once you figure out how to do it and how to go through it, it's not that bad. It's really not that bad. So just you have to play the game and you have to play it to really understand what I mean. But besides that, yeah. And before I say, aren't you scared of the Grudge? Aren't you scared of her? Isn't she creepy? Honestly, here's my stance on the Grudge. This is on my honest stance. She's never been scary to me. She's never been creepy. She's never been scary. At the end of the day, the Grudge looks like just a super white girl with a neck problem that does the creaking, and that's you know what I mean. She doesn't look really scary. She doesn't look creepy. She looks like a super white girl with neck issues and that creaks. That's it. That's legitimately my fucking stance on the Grudge. She does not scare me. But besides, honestly, shit, I even think the fucking Grudge is attractive. I'm just being straight up honest here. I just think she's fucking attractive. So, but anyways, like, comment, subscribe. This game is a good game to have in your collection. Just as a collector, this game's fucking awesome to have in your collection. I don't care who says. It's based off of one of the best horror movies out there, and yes, I do consider The Grudge a pretty good horror movie. One of the best, one of the top 10s out there. But yeah. So I mean, besides that, it's not a bad game. If you're wondering just to pick it up, see how it is, play it, add it to my collection type of deal, just to see how the game is. Deep down, I would say pick this game up for at least $10. At least $10 to $15. Some of the prices that this game goes for on eBay is not worth it. Considering that all the game is legitimately a walkthrough based game and you're flicking the Wii remote around. I mean, heck, the game would be a 7 out of 10 if you could play as fucking Akayako and Tashio. You know what I mean? The game would be a 7 out of 10. But sadly, you can't play on them, or you can't play those characters. You can't even remotely even get access to them in this game, which does suck. But it is what it is. Anyways, like, comment, subscribe. Not a bad game. 5 out of 10.